Welcome back to GamecocksOnline.com. I'm joined by senior Mikayla Shields after a sweep for the Gamecocks here at Ole Miss. 5 straight sweeps for the team. What is kind of the atmosphere in the locker room right now? The level of focus that this team has been showing over the last 2 weekends has been very impressive.
Thank you. I think over the last couple weeks, we've really been working hard on focusing on each and every match and putting the required importance on each of those. You know, every game is the most important game of the season until you're finished with it. And so we've just been really capitalizing on that idea throughout the last 2 weeks.
It seems like a lot of teams have that mentality where it's the one game at a time and we're only worried about today. How do you find that kind of helps you personally just take each day at a time?
You know, it really helps kind of simplify things. I think if you look at the entirety of the season, it's a really long season. And so, you know, if you look at every match, you're like, whoa, it's easy to get overwhelmed. And just making sure that you focus on one thing at a time, 1 point at a time, one play at a time, you know, everything becomes a lot simpler and it shows on the court.
What was working for your game today, both on the attack, and it seemed like you were able to get some digs early and kind of get into the flow defensively as well, got a solo block there in that first set. How do you feel you kind of got into the game flow early and often?
It's really just a matter of listening to my teammates, you know, playing off of their strengths. We had amazing serve receive today. CK was on fire, just dishing out the ball left and right. And so that helps everybody on the court. And, again, it shows. And, you know, I just go up and do what I do.
You're a very cerebral attacker. You really are kind of thoughtful with your shots. How much does it help to have someone like Jess Vesta in there who has that beachy game, kind of sees the floor as well, and is able to kind of help you also see what kind of shots are there? And how is her kind of play calling from behind you helped you kind of find the success late in the season?
It helps so much. I mean, when you have a player who's as versatile as Jess is, you really learn to just trust her, and she knows exactly where to put the ball every time. And so when she's screaming line or angle, I'm like, all right, Jess, I trust you. And, you know, you just take that shot, and it works.
Double-doubles for you and your teammate, Courtney Keller, today. What have you seen out of CK these last few weekends? She's been really locked in, you know, distributing the offense really well, but kind of making the right decisions both offensively and defensively.
Honestly, I think that's kind of the senior in both of us showing a little bit. You know, this is our last season, and so we're really trying to go out with a bang, both on, you know, in all aspects of the game. And so I think, you know, taking one game at a time and making sure that we're putting our best foot forward in each and every match we have left is the game plan.